there are a huge amount of fans that want the Detroit Lions to select an edge rusher, a defensive end at number 28, or move up and find one of the impactful defensive ends, whether it be a Donovan Ezuraku, Mike Green, Shamar Stewart, James Pierce. There are a plethora of edge rushers out there that can get the job done. And I understand that the idea of waiting till the second round, third round could net you a good player, but maybe not one as impactful right away. And so to me, I understand the way in which fans would react. I understand that. I respect that because it's an important position. Rushing the quarterback and sacking and earning and being disruptive from the defensive line is key. And the Lions saw directly in the Super Bowl, the fans and the Lions themselves saw that when you have a disruptive defensive line chock full of talent all along the interior and the defensive ends, you can do some things. But for me, I'm kind of resigned that, all right, when the Lions say we don't draft for need, it opens the door for a different position. And I think there's one other position that they could target. And it's a big area of need. And it's still in an area where you can justify making that pick. So to me, you'll see my mock drafts come out this week that are going to involve an offensive lineman. I think that you look to the Blue Bloods, you look to the names that you see in the top ranked for the Detroit Lions. So the pick for me, if it's a dream pick, I would say that you trade up and you get the best edge rusher. But I think that one of the things I would say is that you have a great opportunity to land one of two offensive linemen that I think is great. So I'm going to give two. I'm going to cheat a little bit. And I think that if you land Gray Zabel or Tyler Booker, and it'll be one of those two in my final mock draft, I'm going to weigh it out, watch more film, and see how it plays out, whether Lions are aggressive. Stay tuned to Lions on SI. But the dream pick is a solid offensive lineman that can contribute right away. And I trust in Brad Holmes' evaluation with the scouts that there are. And I think in my mock draft, I have an edge rusher a little bit later in the draft. So I think Gray Zabel or Tyler Booker, and everybody can sleep well on night one, that you solidified a position that's going to help not only the running game, but quarterback Jared Goff. For you, Christian, who's the dream pick? If the Lions stay, maybe somebody that you think is really talented that you see from 20 to 25 that is really talented that could be there at number 28. Who's the dream for Christian?
Yeah, so I'm a little mad that you took one of mine. I think I'll just start with Gray Zabel. I think that his background as a tackle, right, and then everybody thinks he's going to be at his best if he slides inside to guard or center. I think that that is the type of player the Lions need. Like, I think that his ability to come in, he's going to compete to start on day one at a guard position, which you're bringing back 4 of your 5 starters on the offensive line. The one you don't bring back plays right guard. So Zabel gives you an option there. Frank Ragnow is one of the best centers in the league when healthy, but he's been banged up, missed some time last year and the year before. He's one of the toughest players in the league, and he's not going to miss games when he can stand up and walk to the line of scrimmage, right? But, Father Time is undefeated, and we don't know how much longer we have of healthy Frank Ragnow. And in the event that he gets hurt, Zabel could potentially slide in and play center. Like, I know The Athletic has him rated as a center in this year's draft class. So I think that Gray Zabel's versatility would be awesome to just plug in with the Lions, and it's like, okay, go to training camp. We're going to play at guard, and we're just going to see where you stick. And he's a talented player. He's really, really good. I think he is an ideal option if you're going offensive line. In terms of other ones, in my final mock draft, I had the Lions selecting Mykel Williams. With the way the edge position group is kind of situated and how deep it is he gonna for sure stamp it, make it to number 28? I don't know. When I was kind of doing my research and going through my process in my mock draft, he's kind of in that consensus tier of the 20 to 28. I think the Lions are his floor. He's physical, he's fast, he uses his hands really well. And I would love Mykel Williams up opposite Aiden Hutchinson, just because when teams want to run away from Hutchinson, you're running right into that brick wall that Mykel Williams creates with how well he defends the edge. And then one more defensive tackle, Derek Harmon. Harmon is a Michigan native, started at Michigan State, transferred to Oregon, had a really good year for the Ducks last year, can play multiple positions along the defensive line, and I think Harmon has the potential to be really special. And when you need a guy that's going to be ready to come in and play right away, right next to DJ Reader on that defensive line. We don't know about Aleem McNeil as far as the start of the season, so I think Harmon's a guy who could help you instantly. And on a roster where you don't have like one clear cut, like we don't have anybody at this position, like let's go get somebody who's going to help us right away. And I think Derek Carmen can do that.